Ooh, ooh, big one, big one. Championship, championship Sunday. I can't hold it back. Championship Sunday. We got Super Bowls. 96% of the people in this country are in their fantasy Super Bowl. I'm in the 4% in the old geezers league with the guys I grew up with. Shout out to Carmelo out in Florida doing his thing. You old geezer. We're in the semis because we didn't look. So, hey, what are you gonna do? But shout out to all the guys in the Super Bowl in my territory, my three leagues. Shout out to Tony Cole. Shout out to Larson. Shout out to you guys. Big day. We got it's what a good game that is. Shout out to T Rich and Boniface. Boniface, the silent assassin. Boniface, you bastard. You T Rich. What's up, buddy? Big day, big day. I got my equilibrium back. Did a little VR with the T Richster. Did a little virtual reality the other day, and it was better than I could have imagined. It was better. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. I'm Nooch. This is Neighborhood Picks. Like, subscribe, share. I'm gonna be doing the live stream every Sunday, even after this week. I'm never retiring during football season. After this, I'm gonna let everybody know what I'm doing when some people come in the room. But I got plans. I got hundreds of questions written down because my two close buddies down here, they got a little cold feet and they didn't want to do the trivia like 10 days ago. So now I got a lot of questions and I got it Jeopardy style. And I don't think you could ever get tired of the way that I got the questions lined up. It's like I gave an example, like what quarterback was responsible? Who was the quarterback of the team that beat the 85 Bears on a Monday night to stop them from going 16-0 and tying the 72 Dolphins? That would be like one of my questions. We're going to rock this trivia. I got 119 questions written down and they all came off the top of my head. Like I thought of things I remember and then I figured out a way to word it. So when we really get going, we're going to have so much fun. We're going to have so much fun. Cannot wait. Can't wait with my Bart Scott voice. Oh, I can't wait. We got a day. We got a day. I got bets to talk about. I got bets. But the silent assassin. Let's go down him. Boniface, the silent assassin, is in the Super Bowl against the commissioner and the favorite, Locos Gatos. What the hell does that mean, T. Rich? I'm not answering your question until you answer mine. What does Locos Gatos mean? You're in the Super Bowl. I deserve to know. By the way, we only had a 10-man league. I'd like to congratulate myself for being the only person that I've ever seen in 18 fantasy seasons to go from the Super Bowl to the toilet bowl. Super Bowl, toilet bowl. Because you know why? Because I like trophies. That's how I roll. That's why I roll. I threw the games. I like trophies, T Rich. I like trophies. And I better be getting a little toilet bowl. You guys better be ordering me even a little baby one. Little baby one. I'll put that around the mantle. Right on the mantle. Super Bowl 21, toilet bowl 22. That's right. And next year back to the Super Bowl. I'm a hardware guy. I'm a hardware guy. Hey, if guys don't quit this year, if like it's like what does not kill you makes you stronger. If guys don't quit, let me put the Italian curtains up. If guys don't quit this year, they'll never quit. Jonathan Taylor shut down. Cooper Cup gone. Look at the guys ACLs. It's been a rough year. If you're in the Super Bowl, isn't it nice? Isn't it nice when you have a good team? When you draft that good team in fantasy, you look back like 10 weeks later and you're like, oh, wow, look at me. I'm brilliant. I'm brilliant. Joey Newman, you better pop in here. No mercy. No mercy, Joey. I'm in the semifinals in the Geezers League in playing my buddy Newman. I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him to come in, then I'm going to start talking. Newman. Newman's a competitor. Newman, I'm gonna try to beat you, Newman. I'm gonna compete. You're gonna compete in between the lines. I'm gonna compete. Oh, you got to go on the live. Go on my page. Go on my page and click. And it's not under the regular videos. I'm on live. I'm on right now, Joey. I'm on right now. No mercy. I'm going with Cordell Patterson. Hey, T. Rich, what was the question I asked you? What the hell did I ask you? I forgot my question. You didn't answer my question, T. Rich. But if you had to go, you know what? Let's diagnose your problem here, T. Rich. We got a lot of start-sit questions. I lost Tony Pollard. I'm trying to go to the Super Bowl in the old Geezers League, the one that we got the weeks wrong. I'm trying to go to the Super Bowl, and I'm playing my buddy Newman. I lost Tony Pollard. So I'm going back to the Cordell Patterson well. I'm going back to the Cordell Patterson well. Going back to the well. It's Dre. It's Dre. What are you doing, Dre? Oh, you just told the whole world that. My friend Dre's taking a shit. Dre, come on. Too much information. We're on live, bro.
Well, you know, I think you're live. Usually only have to like at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm live to the world.
That's right, Dre. I wanted to get you going.
Good morning, world. This is real life.
Yes.
I wish you all luck with your bets.
Yeah.
And they say if a bird shits on you, it's good luck. Well, if Andre calls in, let's take this shit.
Hey, Dre, you know what? You just gave me a flashback. I got shit on by a bird on both forearms. Yeah, there was a bird sitting on the mezzanine. I was at a Giants-Lions game. It was about 1991. I'm sitting there. A bird was sitting on the mezzanine. I was sitting underneath the mezzanine, and he just took a shit, and it went right on my forearms. So I cleaned it. I go back in my seat. Do you know this bird sat on that same exact spot and took about 8 shits that day? I got shit on so much I had to get out of there. Oh, that bird shit on me a lot. That fucking bird shit on me, boy. I got shit on. You know what? I think that's why I became a lucky guy after that. Oh man. So did you go to sleep early last? You must have stayed up late because this is late for you, Dre.
I think every country ball drop. I went to Puerto Rico. We went to China. We went all over the world.
Say cheese. Say cheese. Oh man. Hey, the 49ers are gonna wrap it up today. Hey, your 49ers are looking good, Dre. They're looking strong.
Well, that's no secret.
Yo, they got a rookie quarterback. His nickname was Mr. Irrelevant because he was the last pick in the whole draft. The final pick, like 7 rounds, and now he's balling. He's balling.
Well, that's what people don't understand about the NFL.
That's right.
People get caught up into these numbers and shit like that, but at the end of the day, they're all the same. They might be a little bit better. There might be a little bit more gifts, but they're all fucking excellent. They're all like out of this world.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's why you got to believe in yourself.
Sometimes they get a chance and they get nervous and fuck up, but don't get by no means. Don't ever
stay in here.
All these fucking guys are fucking good.
That's right. That's right.
They just
right.
need a chance, man.
You know what? These guys are almost as fast as us. Well, no, they're almost as fast as you in your prime.
Maybe.
Hey, how's everything going? How's everything going? You been back to the alma mater recently?
Say again?
Have you been back to the alma mater recently? Did you go over there, or you just heard from those guys?
I went down, seen Coach Pontes, talked to a couple of guys.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome.
That are doing well and making marks over here in Clifton, and I let them know. Listen, records are made to be broken, guys.
That's right. You said that to the kids?
Yeah, man.
Wow, that's nice. That's good, Dre. I'm proud of you that you spoke to him like that.
Not made to be selfishly hoarded. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, for you here in the room, and you don't know, I'm speaking with my friend Andre McCormick, and he was a hell of a sprinter. He was my teammate in many sports, and he's got a few records in the books, and one of them still stands for our high school 25 years later. And what was your 100, Dre? About a 10.5 and change at your best?
10.43, 10.4.
Jesus,
like
10.400. For you guys to understand this is my backfield. I was the slowest back in my backfield, and I ran a 4.5 and change. Our other tailback went to UNLV on a full ride, 4.4 and change, and my buddy Andre ran a 4.39 on a hand clock in front of us in his first race. And then you let me put on your track shoes when I raced Rice. Remember I was the next one up because you had to pair the fastest guys together.
Yeah, but too bad all the fast guys didn't want the track.
I'll tell you what, that 40's a different race because not everybody that would beat somebody in a 40 would actually be faster in 100. Everybody's top speed kicks in different, right, Dre?
Exactly.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Some people you might be faster in a short race.
Like,
But,
do you,
in
yeah.
a little bit of a longer race, you might get beat.
Hey, do you agree with this, Dre? Tyreek Hill was saying on the Shannon Sharp, the Shay Shay podcast. Shannon Sharp's got a pretty good YouTube channel. Very, very good interviews. And Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, you know Tyreek Hill, the little receiver, he's the cheetah. He said that he would probably beat Usain Bolt in a 40 because if you ever watch the Olympics, Usain Bolt is always in last place in the first 50 meters. Then he's got that long stride that beats him in the back end. He might be right.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
He ran like a 9 something.
What the world record? 9.58, Dre. Oh,
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
40, he run the 40 in like 3 seconds.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would like to know what Usain Bolt. Yeah, they could. You know what? With technology, I would like to see what they clock him at, reclock him in that world record race. I want to know what his time was after 40 yards. I would love to know that.
I would like to know also.
I saw him superimposed against a cheetah. You ever see that one on YouTube?
I'll tell you what. I seen Terrell Owens run against him. He gave him like a 10-yard start, and Terrell Owens just won. Terrell
Owens is coming back right now. Did you hear that?
Anytime they name him the cheetah, that says it all.
Guys, we're just doing our morning monologue. I'm going to get to the start sits really soon. We got another minute or two, and I'm getting in. So yeah, I'm listening, Dre. Yeah, the cheetah.
I don't know. If they call somebody the cheetah after African animal, you gotta believe there's some speed behind them.
I'll tell you what. I think who's the fastest guys I've ever seen in my life, in my opinion, are Bo Jackson and Randy Moss and Dion. I don't know if there's three that I would put ahead of them. Then a cheetah, I guess.
Listen, Dion, it was one of a kind.
Oh.
That motherfucker from Notre Dame
back
in the day.
Rocket Ishmael?
Rocket Ishmael.
Remember Rocket Ishmael when we were kids, Dre?
Yo, he was one of my first people I looked up to, man.
He was great. The Rocket.
Yeah, man. So these guys were God gifted, and let alone whatever else they did to help out their speed as far as on their own.
So word on the street is Terrell Owens is coming back at 48 years old. He called Jerry Jones. He wants to play on the Cowboys. He's nuts. He's nuts.
No, he's not nuts. He's built, but he's gonna realize these boys are made a little different.
Right, and I think injury would come on a little more prevalent at 48 years old. He can, he might be able to run a route, but I don't know how much.
Here's that going over the middle. He's gonna realize, shit, I should have stayed eating shrimp and caviar.
Yeah.
Instead of like going, or maybe not.
Yep.
I don't think he's not doing some preparation. It's hard to tell, man. Once you're professional, it's like that's your love.
Yep, that's right.
What you love to do. Sometimes, people can get a little.
Right at the 15-minute mark, we're starting to start sits. We got a minute 45. Go ahead, Dre. We got a minute 45. Then I got to get to the people.
Oh shit, no, I don't give a fuck.
Keep going. I'm listening.
Get to the people.
I'll get to them. We cover everything in here. We cover everything. I got weather. Who's got the shits? I got it all.
Well, you heard a little bit about my weather.
You're the first person on the I got the shits list since you told me.
It looks a little cloudy, a little brown.
I'm a good weatherman in football. I said in August, cloudy with a chance of Russell Wilson not cooking, and I was right about that. Yeah, he's not cooking shit.
Russell Wilson better worry about Sierra's dad doing.
Ever since he went with Sierra, his legs got a little weak. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, I know one thing. I know she lost a hell of a lot of weight, so he must be doing something right.
She's looking good, and he's looking plumpier. I don't get it. Isn't he the one that's supposed to be lean?
And Sierra's looking like Rumpelstiltskin.
Beautiful girl, that girl. What?
Yeah, Sierra's one of a kind, man. She's like the next Aaliyah, you know?
Yeah. I think she looks better than Aaliyah. My preference. It's just my preference. It's just an opinion.
Well, don't forget, we seen Aaliyah when she was like 15 years old.
Yeah, I know. That's weird.
She was like 15, 16 years old, I believe, when she made all of those.
Right. All right, Dre, I'm gonna rock your ass right out of here because I gotta do fucking fantasy football shit. Hey, Carmelo's saying what's up, Dre? Mel's in here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up, Carmelo? Carmelo's in Florida coaching his ass off. I can't wait to get out there.
Hey, champ.
Carmelo's coaching his ass off out there.
Much luck, much success for the new year. Bro, you keep doing your thing. I know you're doing what you love, so you're not working.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's about, kid.
That's right. That's right. Dre, I will talk to you in a little while. Pop in the live stream, but it's not under normal. You got to go under live. You can drop a comment and bust my chops.
No, thank you.
Later, Dre. I'll call you before the games. What's up, boys? What's up, boys? That was just a little monologue. 15 minutes. Get loose. Get loose. That's how I stretch. Stretching the mouthpiece. Stretching the mouthpiece. How you guys doing? Happy New Year, everybody. I just want to wish everybody best of health and good fortune going forward. Patty, what's up, Patty? How you doing? You know Riverboat Ron? I know Riverboat Ryan. How was the boat, kid? How was the boat? Hey, clap it up for Ryan. Always doing something fun. Fucking guy's got a good imagination on him. Always doing the right thing. Just keep your head on straight and keep rocking. Keep rocking. May the force be with you. Fucking, that's the heavyweight champion. That's the BMF right there. He needs the BMF belt, and I'll leave it at that. T. Rich, you got a problem. No, you got a good problem though. I like Lazard, and let's talk turkey now. We got our warm up. I'm loose. Lazard or Zay Jones? That's Zay Jones. Trevor Lawrence is balling. That horse-faced mother, he's balling. I like Zay Jones. Now, we need to break this down. This is fantasy football, Super Bowl Sunday, and semifinals in the one league. But Zay Jones, I like him. I just have this premonition on 2 games. I didn't even speak on it yet because I wanted to wait till a couple of my guys, my A1ers are in here. I have 2 games that I keep going back to like tunnel vision. The Carolina Panthers against the Bucks. The other one's Minnesota versus Green Bay. I keep going back to those. I'm going to talk about that in 1 second. Let me get to Cheeto. What's up, Cheeto? Listen, like, subscribe, neighborhood picks. Always good dialogue, never boring. And I know my shit. So here we go. Cheeto, let's talk about this. You need 3. Oh, Curtis, what the guy for the Redskins, Samuel. Pittman, Myers, Sutton. Myers has not eclipsed 60 yards in like 6 or 7 straight games. He's cold. Sutton, oh, it's such a tough team out there. I like Samuel on the Redskins. Wentz is back in. I'd like Samuel, Pittman, and I still like Myers over Sutton because at least he'll give you 5 for 55 floor. I don't see Jacoby Myers going under 5 catches for 55 yards. If you get a little something better, it's a plus. You're not going to count on that slot to win your league. You just don't want to have a goose egg and hurt yourself. I'm guessing, Cheeto, that those are not that's not your best slots. So I would go with the higher floor, a guy that's not going to drop out and give you a 0. So you want to go with Samuel, Pittman, and Myers. Leave Denver and that ugly team out of it because they're hard to project. Just like Buffalo. Buffalo guys, Josh Allen's got a hurt UCL. Why did when was the last time you saw 2 running backs on Buffalo have 100 yards in a game? I don't know. Could be 40 years. I don't know. That's what happened last week. Ryan, what do you think here? Buffalo that's tomorrow, but still Singletary and Cooks. I think Cooks had 99 yards and Singletary had 106. That's odd. That's going to be a tough game for Josh Allen in the Bills today. I kind of like the Bengals. I think their offense is humming. Guys, share this shit. Like, subscribe. If people don't know how to get in, tell them you got to go under live. If you go to my page, Neighborhood Picks, you're not going to see it in the regular videos. It's under live stream. So for us old geezers, tell the fellas. Hey, Jan, what's up? What do we got here? Bridgewater, Teddy Two Gloves. Even if it's cold, his hands are warm. Teddy Two Gloves. And Dalton. This is how bad it's gone. Don't worry, Jan. Listen, you want to keep whatever's not your best position. You want to keep your floor up. Dalton and the Saints. I did my picks yesterday, the day before, the week 17 pick'em, and I said a prayer. Said, please, dear God, don't make me watch the Redskins or the Saints in a playoff game. That's what I think about their team. It's hard watching ugly football. Just for that alone. And Teddy Two Gloves has Tyreek Hill, Waddle. So I would go with the team that maybe is a little more dangerous. Maybe we get a little something out of Teddy Two Gloves, Bridgewater. So I would go with Bridgewater, Jan. Honestly, I would go with Bridgewater. because the Saints are just they play ugly football right now. Guys, smash that like for me. Smash the like. I never ask about that stuff because it's really not in the front of my mind, really, because I'm having such a good time and doing the actual exercise, what we're doing. Smash the like button, give it a share, promote it because this shit's never stopping. I could, this is always going to be a hobby of mine in the whatever family setting, kitty, little noochies running around. It's always going to be a side hobby because of the enjoyment we get out of it, connecting all of us together. Oh, anytime, Jan. Good luck. Cheeto, good luck. If you guys are in here and asking these questions, that means we got a lot of people in the Super Bowl. I wish you all good luck. Yo, Abstract, like, subscribe, smash that like button for me. I'm on fire today. I'm really pumped up about these games. What do we got? Let's break this shit down. Broncos defense. Now listen. Broncos defense put up a negative a week ago, a -8. He cost a couple guys their seasons. And that team they just fired their coach. I don't like going down that path for starters. Or the Chargers defense versus the Rams. Listen, I know Baker pulled the rabbit out of his hat a few weeks ago, but I think you would have to go with the Chargers. I would go with the Chargers because they're just you got the potential for more plays. And Baker's not a perfect quarterback. They just got to knock him off his spot. They got to knock him off his spot, make him do certain things, and play into their hands. So, now I would go with the Chargers defense. Now, I have the same start-sit question as you, Yo Abstract. DJ Chark is on my team. I was looking. I was like, damn, I got a game today too. I'm looking at Chark, but I'm like, man, he did put up a couple duds, but then I looked at his line from the past 5 weeks. The guy is putting up consistent numbers. He had one low week out of the last like 5. He's coming on, and we know Goff throws touchdowns for breakfast. We know Goff already has 200 passing yards before he even gets to the stadium. That's how it's been this year. So I kind of like Chark. Dobbs, a lot of people are asking me about him and Dortch. I've been getting a lot of those questions because Hopkins is out. Dortch is hot. I would probably take, but you got this. The quarterback is suspect. So do you want to listen? We had weird games all year to knock people out. Herbert, I got eliminated 2 weeks ago because Herbert gave me 300 plus yards and a 0 touchdown burger. He gave me 0 touchdowns. So anything could happen. But I would go with Chark because he's got the highest offense, and I think the Cinderella could be midnight for Green Bay today. I kind of like Minnesota today. I'm going to talk about that. Those are my 2 picks of the day so far. I like the Vikings and I like Carolina because I feel if they didn't have to keep the odds even, I feel like Carolina and Minnesota are not really underdogs. Like, look at Tommy. Look at Bag of Bones Brady. Tommy, he's not hanging in there anymore. Tom Brady's not hanging in anymore, guys. I've been watching him play for a long time. He never had escapability, but he's been a quick delivery guy now for some time. But now it's more evident he's not hanging in there at all. What do you mean, Nooch? I'll tell you. When I was watching the Giants in Minnesota, I'm a big Giants fan. I was hanging on that game, right? Guys, like, subscribe, share, smash the like button, get it going the right way. We're going till 1 o'clock today. I saw Kirk Cousins do something that I saw that Brady he's not willing to do. It's hang in there. I played quarterback coming up. I never played in the NFL, but I know sometimes you gotta hang in there. Brady's not hanging in there at all. It's 1-2, whoop, it's a skip. He's throwing dirt balls, bouncers. That ball's coming out no matter what. Okay, and the difference, here's the difference. I just gave you the Brady picture. Kirk Cousins. I literally saw Kirk Cousins hang in there, even though the line's getting on him, and then let go and boom, boom, like in a movie, like peeled potatoes. Crazy. I saw Kirk Cousins get smashed, and he knew he was going to get smashed. And you know what? Unless everything happens perfect for the Bucs, you're not going to win against the other best guys in the world if you don't make that sacrifice, hang in there the extra second. I saw Aaron Rodgers 2 years ago. As great as he is, he didn't make that sacrifice. He had an open lane, and he just flipped it to Devontae Adams in the NFC Championship, incomplete. He had the lane. I saw John Elway at 37 with 0 rings have a lane, and he went for it. Helicopter. I don't know if the young guys remember this, but I remember it because I was in high school. But John Elway was one of my favorite quarterbacks in the world. Best. He's probably my favorite. He's probably my favorite. I love John Elway. John Elway had 0 rings, and he was coming up on 36, 37. He got to the Super Bowl, and he got beat in Super Bowls early in his career. Well, he got back. And when he played that game so ferocious, Aaron Rodgers and Brady are not willing to do that right now. John Elway gave his body up, dove, they hit him, he did a helicopter, and then he went back to back. He wanted to win so bad. I don't see Brady hanging in there. I don't see him wanting to win that bad. It's 1-2. It's coming out no matter what. When the whole team last week jumped the check down, and that's how he got his 9 route, Tom Brady made one big play last week. What happened? He called it. He faked the check down to Fournette. The whole defense flew up and he threw the bomb. Like, that's not supposed to happen. If you fake a check down and everybody comes up, that means you're doing 2, 3, 4 air yards a pass. Sometimes it's great to get the guys the ball in space. That's the name of the game. But if your whole offense is 2-minute rocket, bubble, slant, everything behind the line, that's no good. You have to have balance. That's why they have no balance right now. What else do we have? Let's keep this going. I would go right now. I would lean towards Zay Jones year round. I would lean towards Zay Jones right now because I don't know what Lockett's hand. I don't know. I would lean towards Zay Jones. Jared, what's up, man? PPR pick. Okay, ATN. Aaron Jones is a baller. ATN, I like him because Jacksonville's going in the right direction. A.J. Dillon, right direction. If you had A.J. Dillon on your fantasy team the first 12 weeks and kept him, you got to consider him now. Robinson, Beast. Oh, man, you got a good problem. Jared, you have what they call a good problem. I like them all. You cannot bench McKinnon because, and I'm not a Chiefs fan. I'm just rocking the Mahomes jersey because I like it. I'm a Giant fan. You can't bench McKinnon with the production lately. They're using him so much in the offense as a receiver too. A back that's going to catch balls and is diverse. That's a beautiful thing. So let's go McKinnon first. And man, I like Aaron Jones a lot. I like ATN. It's for me, man. I really am impressed with Brian Robinson this year. Guys were trying to trade him to me in fantasy before he was on his way back, and I declined them, but I didn't know Robinson runs a little different, very strong. He's the best back in Washington. I would go with McKinnon for sure, and my preference would be Robinson, but ATN's not wrong, and Jones is not bad. Jones is good, but I wouldn't start Dillon over Jones, and you never know with the Packers. It's going to be a wacky game. I'd go probably Brian Robinson and McKinnon to answer your question. Guys, like, subscribe, smash that like button, get it going in the right direction. I do this kind of like a podcast radio style every Sunday. After this week, I'm gonna still do my live streams on Sunday, and I got a couple hundred questions. I'm gonna do my own sports trivia, and we're still gonna talk all the games, go over proposition bets, scores, but I'm gonna ask questions. Like all kinds of good ones. Like, for example, like who was the quarterback? Who quarterbacked the team that beat the 85 Bears in the regular season to give them their only loss? They were 15-1, and this team stopped them from being the undefeated team to tie the 72 Dolphins. The quarterback that night was Dan Marino on a Monday night against Miami. And I got all questions lined up like that, Jeopardy style. So I'm going to line those up. So we're going to do that next week, all the way up to the Super Bowl. All trivia questions, and you can type in the answers. And then we're going to get rocking like that. Ryan, what do we got here? Lazard, I like him. Dortch is hot. No Hopkins. And Hodgins just had a great game, and we all saw that. But KJ Osborne had a great game the week before that, and he didn't do anything. Unproven guys are hard to go with unless they're really hot. Who knows if Hodgins is going to do that again? So I would probably go with Lazard. If you could only take one, I would go with Lazard because he's got the best quarterback and situation. Dortch is hot, but I don't like the quarterback. What kind of hot is he? Like, from circumstance, when they're down 100, you don't want to root like that. So Hodgins, we don't know. I would go with Lazard, buddy. I would go with Lazard. Guys, I'm answering all the start sit questions. Like, subscribe, smash that like button. Um, oh, right, Jan? Oh man, crazy. What do we got? Non-PPR. Okay. Oh, Algier becomes even more valuable in non-PPR. Okay, Kamara. Okay, I would listen. I started watching Algier football wise, not fantasy. Football wise, I'm impressed. He leads the NFL in yards per carry with a stacked box. This is a fact. I read so much. I got a few notes, but they stick because when you're interested in something, it sticks a little better. Algier leads the NFL 5.9 yards a carry with a stacked box. That means like all the defense in right on the line. They know it's going to be a run. Non-PPR, Algier right now. Algier. That's as crazy as it sounds. You have to live for today. You can't worry. Kamara was good a couple years ago. It's a different team. When you got Breeze and Michael Thomas and things are floating, it's a different. He's still good. He might be good again. But right now, I would go with the other way. I'd go with Algier. Which two between Mike Evans, Lazard, Chark, Hollywood? Well, Mike Evans, it seems like they use like a definite pick, but you got to proceed with caution with him. I would put Chark in immediately. I would go with DJ Chark. He's hot. He's putting up blocks of numbers these last couple weeks. And we said with Jared Goff, he wakes up for breakfast and throws a touchdown. Even when they lose, they usually score high. Last week was their first low scoring game for them, and they still had 20 something. They got beat. So that just goes to show you where we're at there. Dan, I would go with Chark, and I would still go with Mike Evans over Lazard and Hollywood. I think Hollywood's a little overrated. I haven't seen much from him like that impressed me, like really football wise. So I would go with Chark and Evans. Lazard is a strong candidate. Oh, thank you, Jared. I appreciate that, man. And I'm always doing a live stream on a Sunday, podcast, radio style. We kind of go over everything. All the boys drop in. I'm pretty much connected. Almost all of us, all people I know from, growing up different facets of life. And it's like, it's a good lane. We all have this to come to and talk sports and just enjoy ourselves. So welcome aboard, buddy. Welcome aboard. We have a lot of fun here. That's like the main rule. Have fun. T Rich, Super Bowl T Rich. Where's Boniface? Where's Boniface, T Rich? I'm gonna look at your game right now, and I'm waiting for my boy Joey Newman to come in too, because he's coming. He's coming for me today. No mercy time. No mercy. Newman, Mike Evans or Zay Jones, T Rich. Oh man, we know Mike Evans' best days are behind him a little bit. Mike Evans, oh, that's tough. I just want to scream, Zay Jones. That's what I want to just say. But you have to really give it strong consideration. That's hard, T Rich. If I tell you to bench Mike Evans and he goes off, you could be like shoot yourself in the foot, so to speak. Like it's hard to bench Mike Evans. But look how many single digit games he's given you this year, T Rich. Sometimes you can't stay married to the idea if he's not doing it anymore. Single digit games for Mike Evans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not a superstar. That's not a superstar in his prime. Mike Evans, 8 single digit games, and we're going into week 17. 8. Oh man. 8. Mel, call Newman. He can't find the room. Call Newman, Mel. Carmelo, will you call Joey, please? Newman. Who's it, Stevie Wonder? He can't find it. He's going to kill me when he sees this. Newman, get in here. It's alive, buddy. No mercy. Come on, Newman. You're going to find the room. Hey, Ma. Hey, what's up, Ma? Happy New Year Day. Listen, I am in a big spot today. I lost Tony Pollard, guys. Let's talk about this. I'm light. I'm light at running back. I lost Javonte Williams in the beginning of the year. I'm light. Long story short, I'm light. Lost Pollard this week. I got Pacheco in one slot, and I don't know what to do. I got to go back to the Cordell Patterson well. I'm going Cordell today because Algier's running so good. I think it's a great time to use Cordell today because you got Thunder and Lightning kind of, even though Cordell's kind of strong too. I think they complement each other well. I'm kind of liking Cordell on a comeback, a little late push from Cordell. They got to utilize him. They don't have a lot going with the passing game because they got a young quarterback. I like Cordell today. Happy New Year, Dan. Thank you, brother. Boop, like and subscribe, guys. Smash that like button. Get it going the right way. Pacheco is my boy, and I like Algier. Man, that's tough. PPR, Pacheco or Algier? Ooh, boop. Well, I see Pacheco running well today. We know McKinnon's going to jump into that a little bit, but that's the same thing for Algier. Cordell's going to jump into that. So they're both in the same position, and they both run really well. They're completely different styles, though. You know what? Who's going to be closer to the end zone more often? That would probably be the deciding factor for me, Boop. That's the answer is the Chiefs, probably, right? So let's use our let's go in this thing with common sense because those guys are almost even in value. They're both really good rookie running backs. That's a hell of a comparison. That's a good question. So I'd probably lean for in fantasy, especially the team that's going to be knocking on the door more. So I would probably go with Pacheco if you got those two. Bench one. Say that I like that. Jared, let's see. Zay Jones, Chark, Cooks, Dotson. Oh man. You know what? Brandon Cooks, he would have had 2 touchdowns. One got called back last week. Would have had 2. That's tough. Dotson, I like him. Not sure about him today, though. I don't think you can bench Chark, and I don't think you can bench Zay Jones. So you're going to bench Cooks, Brandon Cooks, or Dotson. You got to bench one. I would bench Dotson. I don't know what. I just got a bad feeling about Green Bay. I don't know, man. You know what? That's going to be a tough game for them to win. If they really run the table again, that would blow my mind. As a sports fan, that team looked dead in the water to me. The Packers look ugly, and now they're winning. I don't know, man. Ma, I would go Patterson. Reed, what do we got here? Christian Kirk or Deontay Johnson? Man, I like me some Kirk. I discovered him on the Cardinals. I was rocking with Kirk, scooping him off waivers when I needed him, when nobody knew him. I like Kirk a lot, so that's good. Deontay Johnson's coming on lately. But here's the thing. I gotta ride the connection. Even though Zay Jones is the man over there too, I like Trevor right now. Trevor Lawrence is hot. He's a good quarterback. He's hot. So I would go with the Jags receiver on the strength of that. He's a Jags receiver. Kirk, we don't know how the quarterback play is going to be out there. We saw ugliness. I mean, Deontay Johnson for Pittsburgh. It's getting better, but it's still weird out in Pittsburgh. It's a weird, ugly team. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We're going every aspect. We're going to start going over the lines in a little while. First hour, we try to warm up. Then we hit the start sits, and then while I'm doing the start sits, we're also going to do anytime touchdowns. I want to know your guys' input on who you like today. We always try to put a couple anytime touchdowns together, and I'd like to know if anybody's got a dark horse to get in that end zone today. Because I'm looking right now. I'm doing my research. I got different monitors and everything, so kind of multitasking here. Hey, Joey. Oh, he's in the building. No mercy. No mercy. Joey, baby. Oh, we got a good one. Today. I saw you pissed off the other day when the Dallas points didn't go down. I was like, oh, Joey. Hey, this is like almost a win-win for Joe. Because if the Vikings guys on my team do well, you're still happy. So it's like if you win, you're happy. But if Jefferson and Cousins ball out, it's not that bad because you like the Vikings. So that worked out good. I wish I could get like Saquon Barkley for today, and like I wish we could switch our rosters. Like the teams that are alive could do whatever they want. That'd be cool. Like, hey, pick your poison. You know what I mean? Joey, I think I'm worried about my running backs today. Are you worried about any of your slots? I'm gonna go with Cordell Patterson because I can't start Zach Moss. Guys, don't do it. Don't start Zach Moss. I couldn't do it. Thanks for talking me out of that, T. Rich. I can't start Zach Moss. That's the guy from Buffalo. That's when you're just putting someone in because he's there. I think I'd rather go with Cordell Patterson and just hope. I'm just gonna hope that Cordell has a little magic and that my real ballers like Jefferson and Cousins do their thing. And hopefully Tommy Two Steps Brady hits Godwin a lot today, not Fournette. When Leonard Fournette's your leading pass catcher, you're in trouble. Fournette got me. He got me last week. Damn. What do you got, Jan? Start 3. Pacheco, Jacobs, Patterson, Miles. Sanders, right? Well, Miles Sanders is running. He's on a contract year, and he's not slowing down. And you don't know. There's no 100% Eagles at the helm right now as quarterback because Hurts, even if he's not out, he's not there. But even if he could play, they're going to run the ball a lot today, I think. So I like start 3. Okay, start Miles Sanders. You start Jacobs. That's for sure. Wow, Pacheco or Patterson? Oh, man, that's tough. I don't know about that Pacheco or Patterson. That's the second one I got with those two same guys. Both rookies, both good, both run hard, different size and style, but they both, Pacheco, I think because he's going to be closer to the end zone more often. My common sense kicks in for that one. That's the way I would try to push my chips. The team that's closer to the end zone more often. So I would probably go with Pacheco over Patterson because of that. I got Pacheco and Patterson in my as my running backs this week. Oh, 2 rookie running backs. And I always say at the draft, I'm like, hey boys, I'm like, who do you think the guys are going to be this year that we have no clue? We're not drafting them. And I got 2 of them in the last week at running back. So I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't have Pacheco, not Patterson, Algier and Pacheco, 2 rookies. That's tough, man. Algier, he was on the radar early in the season, and then people were dropping him. But I think he's got a good future. But I don't know if it's going to translate to fantasy. I think he'll get drafted high next year. But how much is Atlanta going to score? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Jam, I would bench Cordell. Final answer, because of the end zone factor. Pacheco might be there more. I don't know who it's going to go to. It's a crapshoot. Oh man, you know what, T. Rich? I am a little bit. I was thinking about it, but then I rethought about it, and I think they're operating on their own frequency, Jacksonville. I don't think I don't think they're going to bench their guys. I think the Titans did what the Titans did, but Jacksonville, I think they want to stay in their rhythm, and you don't need all 4 quarters to get your stats. So, you can have 300 yards and 3 touchdowns at halftime. How many games do you watch over the years where you're rooting against someone, you're rooting against your opponent's quarterback, and he's got like a 4, and there's 9 minutes to go in the game, and you're like, oh, I think I got him, and then all of a sudden he throws a couple touchdowns and goes down the field, and all of a sudden he finishes with like 22-6, and you're like, damn, I had him. Like, points come in at their own time in the rhythm of a game, and those last 6 to 8 minutes, it might not even be a factor. It might not even be a factor. So we'll see. A little bit though. Little nervous. Little nervous. Oh, little nervous. Now, I'm more nervous about my quarterback today. Good old Kirk Cousins. I'm a little nervous. He's been playing really good. Kirk, he's been staying in there. That's the difference that's why I like the Panthers. Guys, on the sports book, I have a 2-team teaser in here that I think it's the best one so far. Carolina Panthers and Minnesota. You add 6 to each game. So the Panthers will be getting 9.5, and Minnesota will be getting 9. I don't see when was the last time Tampa Bay blew anyone out? They could barely score. So I like Carolina plus the 9.5. And as weird as Minnesota is, Green Bay, it took the worst quarterback play in the world. Like, they won last week, but the other team really stunk. And they almost beat Buffalo the week before Miami. Like, they played terrible. So I just don't know about Green Bay. I like Minnesota with that 9. So Carolina plus 9.5, Minnesota 9. That's a 2-team teaser. It's 3.5 and 3 normally. You bump them up 6 points. I really like both of them with the 9 and 9.5. I don't see Tampa Bay blowing out Carolina, and I don't see Green Bay just blowing out. Like, the Vikings were down 33-0 at halftime and won. Even if they're down, I got faith in them to make it close because the Vikings play close games. They're 11-1 this year in 1-score games or under. So I love those two teams plus the 9.5. That's my bet of the day. That's my bet of the day right now, that teaser so far. And guys, I got some great news. Hold on 1 second. I got some really good news on the Justin Jefferson MVP watch. You're not going to believe this. Some of you know, some of you don't. Just got to get this password in. Oh, yeah. Oh, they don't recognize it. Oh, authentication code. I hate that. They don't know it's me. I never put this much downtime. Sorry for not speaking every second, boys. All right. Okay, so the Justin Jefferson MVP watch has moved. It was plus $15,000. Once I started reporting it, it went to 15,000. I was the first guy on it. Sports Center, like 8 days after me, did a whole special. Should Justin Jefferson be the MVP? I think the whole country saw that, and the line is now down to plus 9,000. That's a good sign. Now, it's not, do you think Jefferson's the MVP? It's not about what we think. Like, if you really know sports, we could just make it real simple. This is what has to happen. There's a reason I have this jersey on today. I'm gonna mush Patrick Mahomes. I'm a good mush. Whenever I wear somebody's stuff or something, like if I need him to lose, they usually do. So Mahomes is the overwhelming favorite for MVP. What do we need for Jefferson to be the MVP? Well, he won the damn game last week and had a monster game. He helped his cause. There's 2 games left. They're playing in Lambeau Field today. That's a beautiful opportunity to have a big day. If Justin Jefferson, and he torched the corner in game 1 and the first time they played him. Justin Jefferson had 184 yards against this guy. If Justin Jefferson torches this corner today and wins the game, say he goes for 10 catches and 200 yards, if Patrick Mahomes plays a subpar game, the MVP race, it's different. You're going to have to consider Jefferson going into the last week. Now, who's the other 2 in that mix? It's Mahomes, blank, blank, and Jefferson. Jefferson's 4th. I've been looking at the whole thing. Burrow and Josh Allen are 2nd and 3rd. They're playing each other today. So we got to hope none of them guys puts on a cape and becomes Superman. Got to try to navigate through that. I don't really think Josh Allen is the MVP. And I don't think Burrow's good, real good. But I don't see MVP. The only 2 guys that I see that I think he's really like, who's more valuable than him? I think about that with Mahomes. I think about that with Jefferson, because a receiver is not used like it was years ago in the 90s and even early 2000s. There's more. Let's get this guy the ball in the 3 air yards or less, screen, handoff. Let's get him the ball 7 to 10 times today before we even get into our down the field passing game. Let me get the ball 4 rocket screens in the first half. Like, they get these receivers the ball quicker, faster, and more efficiently, and more often, more frequently than ever. So a receiver, I believe, is more qualified to be in an MVP conversation now than ever before. Do you guys follow what I'm saying? If ever a receiver can be an MVP, it's now, because they're featured heavily. Years ago, you had to be really precise, get a guy down the field on slants or posts or now you're doing behind the line of scrimmage 5 to 7 times a game. Those are touches. And we all know what Jefferson does with his touches. So, oh man. Oh, Newman, that killed me. That killed me. I looked at our matchup and I'm like, oh, okay. And I was looking at your team. You got like 5 or 6 out of the 9 or 10 slots from tomorrow night. And you got Diggs and Higgins. Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. And the Buffalo running backs are running good now. Cooks and Singletary just ran both for 100 yards last week. That never happens. I think Cooks had 99 and Singletary had 106. That never happens. So that's going to be dangerous. Like, I can be up 50, 70, and I'm not safe. So that's going to be tough. Oh, that is going to be tough. We'll see. We'll see. Whew, man. Oh, Burrow too. Oh, I forgot. I knew it was 5 guys, something like that. Oh, Burrow's second in the MVP race right now. He's one of the guys ahead of Jefferson. Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, and then our guy Jefferson. Burrow's he's good, man. He doesn't get phased. That's what it is about him. He's really skilled, but he's really poised. Sometimes, like when you can get in that fire and produce, that's like a quality that not everybody has. He could get under fire and be productive on a consistent basis. I like that. I gotta respect that about Burrow, man. I respect that. He's gonna compete. He is gonna compete. And with this quarterback stuff, we're looking at Sam Darnold today, and I find this fascinating, guys. Guys, neighborhood picks, like, subscribe, share, smash that like button. Hey, look what Bill Belichick did to the New York Jets. How many Jets fans are out there? Ready for this one? I just figured out this whole thing. The stupid Jets literally threw away the last decade of their franchise, all after bad games from their quarterback against the Patriots. Sam Darnold, the poor kid, Belichick messed him up, much like he messed up Andrew Luck in the AFC Championship game when Andrew Luck looked like a JV quarterback. Nobody was going to bench Andrew Luck the next year. Like, I've seen Darnold say, oh, I'm seeing ghosts out there. And then next thing you know, the Jets are getting rid of Darnold. And then I look at Darnold this year and last year. The first 5 games of the season in 21, the guy with the most rushing touchdowns in the NFL was Sam Darnold. He led the NFL in rushing after 5 weeks, and he was throwing the ball well. And then he went back to the bench. And now this year he's back. And since December 1st, Sam Darnold is in the top 5 for passer rating in the NFL. Purdy's number 1. Cousins is 5, and Darnold was 4. I remember that. I don't remember 2 and 3. Must be Mahomes and Burrow probably. So, yeah, probably Mahomes and Burrow. But Sam Darnold was 4th in the whole NFL in passer rating this month, which I was like, wow. So it brings me back to the Jets, the dumbbell Jets. Darnold had a rough moment against the Patriots. They were ready to give up on him. Now, Wilson was actually 5-2 when he got beat by the Patriots. Now, let's go back to that game. Walk-off punt return for the touchdown. Wilson has nothing to do with the punt coverage. So the Jets got beat on a walk-off punt return for a touchdown against the Patriots, who also didn't score that day. It was 3-3 at the time of the buzzer beater walk-off. They didn't score that day. The Jets decide, because Robert Griffin and Booger McFarland and Stephen A. Smith go on a tangent. Those guys were ripping them. They went on such a tangent. The media got churning. It snowballed. They were ready to bench him. Who benches their quarterback when they have a couple games to play with? They didn't win. They didn't win after that. It's not like, oh, they, what did they win? 1 game with Mike White? Because they were 5-2 with Wilson. What do they got? 7 wins now? I'm talking about week 7. The Jets have went off the cliff. They're just a shaky franchise, like the Knicks have been. Hopefully the Knicks get better. They've been doing all right lately, but we're not winning no championships, so I'm not getting excited. Wilson and Darnold, they both got hit by the Bill Belichick bug. That's what happened. They got hit with the Belichick zinger, and everybody got nervous. And Robert Salas, he doesn't make the cut for me. Robert Salas, I don't care how much he knows X's and O's. If he was any type of stand-up man, you have to manage that different. You have to manage the quarterback room different. You got to be a leader. You got to be a leader and help these guys, and you don't bench the guy after 5-2. First of all, the Jets get beat on a walk-off punt return. You're gonna let Garrett Wilson rip the quarterback in the media, and listen, your whole team stinks. Like, I don't want to hear about all the nonsense. Like Detroit, Raymond, punt return touchdown. Like, we're talking about other issues than the offense. So I'm taking receipts too, Robert Salas. Tampa. You think Tampa? See, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the Tampa. Ryan, clap it up for yourself, Riverboat Ryan. What's up, buddy? Happy New Year, kid. Happy New Year. Newman, here's what I'm thinking. I don't. Everybody's waiting for Brady to be the GOAT again, but if he's not willing to stand in there a little longer, I don't know if you could dink and dunk your way through every game. Like it's getting ugly. Tommy Bony Elbows is looking a little different to me. He even looks different than a couple years ago. I know he always got rid of it quick, but now it's like fuck this. He's throwing it no matter what. 2 seconds out. He's not getting hit. He ain't gonna try to get hit. He makes no bones about it. I'm not getting hit. Like I saw Kirk Cousins take hospital shots last week and get up like, and then after the game, hey Kirk, how you doing? I'm doing okay. This is awesome. Like I love Cousins. He's so tough. He is so tough. The shots I saw Kirk Cousins take last week, I just have so much respect for him. I gotta DM him. I gotta tell him what respect I have for him. He took some shots. Brady would never stand in the pocket right now and take those shots. Bengals 7-game winning streak. Bengals. You know why they got to the Super Bowl last year? Because Joe Burrow hung in there and took shots. Brady ain't willing to hang in there. How the F are they going to win when you're talking about you don't have an inch of mistake to make? That's where I'm going with it with my mind. You see Burrow hang in there? That's like how Brady used to be. Like Burrow hangs in there. He's going to get sacked sometimes. He's going to wait until something opens up that extra half a second. Sometimes you got to wait. Sometimes you got to wait. Neighborhood picks, like, subscribe. I'm talking about the Bengals and their 7-game winning streak. Tampa Bay, why they can't get it going. Why does Minnesota keep edging out these wins? The quarterbacks are hanging in there for those two teams that are winning. They're hanging in there. Look at Burrow and look at Cousins. They're hanging in there. But I don't think Brady is, he's had a rough year, family, personal. He's 40. He's going to be 46. Man, that's hard to take those shots, and you can see it on the way he plays. He's not hanging in there. It's going to be tough. And I'm afraid about this Giants spread today, guys. I'm a super Giants fan. I'm excited about the Giants fan. I'm excited about the Giants fans today. We could clinch, but I don't like laying that 5.5. When was the last time the Giants blew anyone out? The Giants are the kings of losing close games the last couple of years. They lost 1,000,000 games by 1, 3. Nobody ever talks about the team that loses all the games by one score. I've seen the Giants lose a ton of games, but I knew we could compete because we lost 1,000,000 games by 3 last year, the year before. So, I don't like laying 5.5 with a team that never blows anybody out. The Colts, listen, I don't know. I know they stink, but they still had Minnesota 33-0. I know they shut down Jonathan Taylor, but the Giants are a wacky bunch. A team like the Giants is always going to play at that same level. They're built to. Daniel Jones is playing good. Daniel Jones is, you know what? There's no more questions about the Giants. Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley are part of the future. Period. That's it. Now, the real question with the Giants is which guy do you give the multi-year deal to, and which guy do you franchise next year? Because that's how it works out, logistics with finances. They're going to have to sign one of them to the deal, and one of them they're going to franchise, which they give a lot of money for 1 year. So that's a tough one. If I was the GM of the Giants, I'd probably want to give the deal to the quarterback because the quarterback, oh man, that's tough. Because what if he goes right back to fumbleitis next year? Like he had a mistake-filled couple years. I always saw this talent, the arm talent. He put so many slants and balls on the money last week. I can't doubt his arm. And I'm not saying throws a good ball. I'm so sick of that. Oh, he throws a good ball. No. You have to have arm talent to get respect. Daniel Jones, he was putting a lot of balls right on the money. I mean, right on the money. He's got the head, and he's fast. He is fast. He's very fast. He's probably in the 4.5s. And forget 40. He's a hell of an athlete. I wouldn't be surprised if he gives you 60, 70 on the ground today. That's why I like him. I like him in Super Bowls. T. Rich, I like him. I got him right now on my bench. That's why I got to get off. Joey, you're not going to catch me sleeping 12:30. I got to get off because I'm not 100% sure if I'm going Cousins or Danny Jones. I don't know, Joe. Mel, what do you think? Should I go Danny Jones, baby? I don't know about Philly's backup. Well, I like Minshew, but it's not the same exact Eagles. They don't have the same exact punch because Jalen Hurts is just unique. I saw that when he came in for Tua in the national championship in Alabama after they already benched him. He got benched, then he came back in when Tua got hurt again. He's finished Tua. He got hurt then, and Hurts came in and led that Alabama team to the national title and did one of these in the end zone. And I said, all right, this kid's got moxie. This guy, he showed a lot. And everybody had so many questions on Hurts this year, and I didn't personally. I was like, why is everybody, can Jalen Hurts make the jump? Like, why wouldn't he be able to? He looked really good to me. So I didn't get the Jalen Hurts questions in the beginning of the year. So I expected Jalen Hurts to come out really well. But Gardner Minshew, he was a rookie on the Jags in 2019 and did really good. The year before, he led the nation in passing on Mississippi State. The guy who passed away, Mike Leach, he played for Mike Leach. He led the country in passing. This guy's no bum. He's no bum. Message me, Chad. Don't listen to a Giants fan. Oh, man. So Minshew, I like Minshew. I like Minshew a lot. So I think Philadelphia can pick right up and play a good game with Minshew at the helm. It just won't be the same game. It won't be the same as Philly. It'll look different. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to have RPOs really with Minshew. Just a different guy, different skill set. You coach it different, and I think Nick Sirianni's a pretty bright mind. I think he gets it, and I think he'll adjust. And the offensive coordinators out there, I think they'll adjust the game towards Minshew, and they'll still be tough. They almost beat Dallas. They're going to hang with anybody. And I don't think we could mention Dak Prescott with elite passers right now. Dak Prescott leads the NFL in interceptions, and he missed 5 games. Despite missing 5 games, neighborhood picks. Like, subscribe, share, give it a share. Get this thing rocking. Despite missing 5 games, this guy leads the NFL in interceptions. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot to ask me. Nooch, put this guy in the top passers bracket. I got to put him in the second group. Good, but not the best of the best, because I'm comparing him to the other best guys. I'm comparing him to Mahomes and Allen and so if you don't belong at that table, you got to be at the next table. So I think Dak's in the second tier table right now. Teach, what's up, Teach? Hey, congrats on 1,000 subs, buddy. Nice. Always putting out good stuff. I love the Mount Rushmores. T. Rich, last day, baby. Cold turkey. Cold turkey. Oh, yeah. Cold turkey. Right after today, done. Johnny, super cardio. I've already been running. Ooh, I got cardio for not for days, but better than I've had it in pre-knee injury. This could be my cardio is coming on. I don't even have friends. My friends can't even hang with me. Just 1 or 2 of them, Dot and Dre. The other ones, they're on the shelf. They're not training. Let's go, boys. If you're my age, I hope you get motivated by that. Let's go. Get on the track. You're not that old. Get on the track. Get that juice. Get that energy. Feel good. Get ready today. Get ready. We got Mariucci and these guys at the desk. Kurt Warner, Michael Irvin. I think the Bills are gonna get smoked tomorrow. What do you think? What do you think about tomorrow, Teach? Tyler, Teach. Bills, because I don't know if I'm gonna be on tomorrow night. Bills, Bengals. First impulse. Who's gonna win that one? What do you think, Joe? Who do you like in that game? Show the grace. Joey, I'm like Brett Favre at the end. Remember? Hey, you're a Minnesota fan. Brett Favre on the Vikings. That's how I look in here, in here, and in here. I'm like Silver Fox on the sideburn, right? I look like, you want to hear a good analogy? Remember Paulie Walnuts on The Sopranos? The white wings? That could be me. Maybe. I'm on my way. Like if I let it go and then I become a few years older, I could become the white wing guy. Paulie Walnuts. Paulie Walnuts. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, so then I got like a tri-colored beard. That's why I went just for men on that ass. Because I had like a little reddish brown and then darker brown and then a white super silver fox chin. It was all messed up. I said, oh man, I waited too long to grow a beard because I never had one. And I always wanted to rock one for a little while, see what's going on. So I had to go, I was like, where's that shit that I saw Keith Hernandez and Walt Frazier? remember, remember a couple years ago with Keith Hernandez and Walt Frazier? Dude, your beard is weird. And then they come back out like, hey, look at me. I'm like, all right, I'm in. Guys, like, subscribe, smash that like button, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. We're always going to do the live start sits. Newman, Mel, you guys are going to be on one team. Oh, Richie! Clap it up for Richie. He's in the room. He's in the room. Don't wake him up too early. He rises when he's ready. That's it, Richie. Happy New Year, buddy. Happy New Year, Richie. We're talking about getting a little older. I look like Brett Favre had a baby with Paulie Walnuts from The Sopranos. If I just let it rock, I got white wings for real. Like my wings are white, and my beard is reddish brown, dark brown, and the white chin. So I look like Brett Favre, Silver Fox. I'm gonna wear a Favre Vikings jersey in the Flag Football League this year. I'm gonna be Silver Fox. I'm gonna let the gray come in. I'm gonna let it all gray out. And I'm going to be Silver Fox, Brett Favre, 40-year-old Favre. That's me. That's me. I don't want to be Bag of Bones Brady right now because Favre was still slinging it at 40. Still slinging it. Ooh, Richie, you're in the championship? All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Championship game, PPR. Judy. We don't like those motherfuckers out there in Denver. I'll tell you. Russell falling on his face. Remember Cloudy with a chance of Russ not cooking? I'm the weatherman, right? That team is ugly. That team is ugly. Ever since Russ went with Sierra, his leg's been a little weak. Not sure. I like Judy, but I don't love him. And I like Cooper a lot. Amari Cooper surprised me this year. I had to eat my words a couple times. Amari Cooper, I owe an apology to that guy. I didn't think that he would be an elite level or close to a receiver at any more, especially after he left Dallas. And then I realized that with Dak Prescott leading the NFL in interceptions right now and looking around on Cooper's production, I'm like, man, this guy's balling wherever he is. And not everybody can do that. You saw Odell Beckham go in the tank when he went to Cleveland. Amari Cooper didn't go into the tank. So even though they switched quarterbacks now, Cooper's really impressed me, Rich. I personally like Cooper better going into today. Today I like Cooper. I think. Oh, Mel, you're Newman's son. Oh shit. Silent Mel. Hey, I heard Mel. Did you hear? Am I allowed to tell the story with Mel? I heard Mel would be going with the darker beard, but he had a medical emergency because he didn't know how to mix the two gels. And Mel was on his way to the hospital with a fucked up beard. Oh, Mel, I would have paid to see that. We are getting old, man. You rocked your face with the peroxide or something. How did that even happen? It's so easy. How did that happen, Mel? I want to know that story. Mel, you burnt your face off with Just for Men? That's almost impossible. What the hell did you go get? I want to know what you took that day that you had to go to the Medi Center. That's crazy. I don't even feel anything. Oh, man. Oh, the Bills? The Bills? I'll tell you what. The Bills got a big one today, Richie. Is that who you're referring to? Judy is getting a lot of targets too. Judy's getting a lot of targets, and I know he's been sticking up for the quarterback. You say the slander. I just don't trust things out there. New coach, but I don't know. It's hard. You don't have the same backfield. The new coach. It's been a mess. It's been a mess. It's been messy. It's been messy out in Denver. Oh, oh, I'll tell you, Richie. You sometimes I got some funny stories for you too, Richie. Oh, I got some funny ones. Oh, I'll tell you. And I was having a debate with my buddy the other day. What do you guys think is worse to play in? Would you rather play in a rain and 50 something degrees or freezing cold, wind chill? I think I'd rather play in the rain. There's nothing worse than 0 degrees when that cold is going through you. There's nothing worse than that. Mel. Oh, the Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was some game last night, man. I'll tell you, I thought that game was wrapped up. Ohio State ended up covering, but they had that game wrapped up, and Georgia just kept colleges. These games are getting crazy, and the offenses are starting to look very similar. Notice that? College and the pros, they almost got the same offenses now. Like back in the day, it used to be the college offense and the pro offense. I'm starting to see that morph. I just realized that right now while I was speaking. The college and the pro offense have never been this similar. Or I guess colleges are running pro. I don't know what to call it. You could say colleges are running pro offenses, but then you look and you can say pro offenses are running college. It's really just perspective. It's really interesting. But and you see the quarterbacks that are on the move, they're not looking to run primary. The first thing is not to run. So Hurts is a good quarterback because they do his running plays for him, but he looks and then he pulls it down. Uh, I didn't see the same thing from Kyler Murray this year. Kyler Murray's just like a little motor airboat. He was just a little motor boat running around. No, oh man, I don't like that. Hurts has purpose. Josh Allen pulls it down, purpose. He sees the right seams and goes when it's time for it. The little motorboat guy, you know why he stuck his foot in the ground so hard? Because he's out of control. That's why. He jammed his little foot in the ground and he blew his leg off, just like Odell. And that's the end of him. What are you going to do, Richie? I love motorboating. Hey, Richie, you ready for this one? I just got a life flashback when you said motorboat. One time, me and my buddy, Joey Siciliano, we decide that we're going to do a full, like a pregame, get a little wrecked. We're in Barnegat, down the shore, and I got a paddle boat tied into my dock on the lagoon. So me and Joey were like, oh, let's take the paddle boat. We're just going through the bay. You see the people in the houses. Hey, how you doing? You get a little further. And once you're kind of out, and you don't go too far out, you get back. So we had the paddle boat and a little motor. So all of a sudden, we go down to the roads, the houses, boats are coming by. We got the paddle boat. We got sunglasses on, just chilling in our swimming trunks. Next thing you know, the motor went. Oh, we got stuck out in the bay in the paddle boat with no motor. So we did the little paddle all the way home, me and Joey. And I gotta say, an amazing. Let me tell you something, my friend. Amazing mind. I don't know, just an interesting guy. I'm gonna keep it right at that. One of the most interesting men in the world, right? Joey Sis. Another time, same house. I got a boat, right? But it's like not big, regular, like a small boat, like 12, 14 feet, maybe something like that. So 10, 12 feet. So but it was a real boat, but it didn't work. The battery was dead. So Joey, my buddy Joey, he came down with his girlfriend at the time, and he went in, he unhooked his girlfriend's car battery, came in my backyard, put it in the boat, and we went out for the day. We went out, we became boaters. We didn't know nothing about going on a boat, but we didn't go too fast, and we just went out there. We don't play around with the water. We're Italian. We don't fuck around with Mother Nature. I got another story for you, Rich. Ready? Richie, you got me going. You got me going. Comedy hours here. Ready? I'll tell you another one. This is how we roll. I get a call the other day from my buddies. Now I'm south from where I really grew up, and it's different down here, but we appreciate it, and we have a lot of fun with that. So my buddy's like, "Hey, Nooch, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing. I'm taking a ride. What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh no, we're gonna go play pond hockey. You want to come?" I was like, "What? You couldn't pay me to step foot on a pond. Are you fucking crazy? Excuse my language. Are you nuts?" pond hockey. He's laughing. He's like, you fucking kidding, because we're playing with each other. It's like, we respect each other. So he's like, you fucking kidding. I was like, oh man, I was laughing. I was like, I ain't going on no pond. I was like, I wouldn't step foot on a pond if we were in Alaska. I'm not going on a pond ever, ever. Like my father has me paranoid since I'm a little kid. It took me years to think that there wasn't sharks and barracudas in the ocean. He's like, don't fuck around with the water, John. Don't mess around, John. There's sharks out there and barracudas. So what's a barracuda, Dad? Don't worry about it. A barracuda? What the hell are you talking about, Dad? You played hockey, Rich? Did you ever play on the pond? I was afraid. I was so afraid. I was afraid to go out there. I'm like, I ain't going on no pond. They were laughing at me. We had fun with it though. Oh, ice rink only. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm not going on the pond. I guess they had a hockey game. Ryan, if you're back in the room, let me know how that pond hockey went. I was gonna play. I couldn't find my skates. Skates. That's another thing I'm terrible at. That's one of the things. That's one of the only things I've ever tried. Like as far as like a sport, I don't know. That's not even a sport. I just couldn't do it. Like I went ice skating when I was 13 in Montclair, New Jersey, and I fell 100 times. 100 times around the ring, full, around the ring, full, full, full. Like after a while, I'm like, all right, I'm never doing this again, and I never did. So that's the last time I had skates on, 1993 in the Montclair ice skating ring, and I didn't like it. But I got balance and coordination. I don't understand it. I'm just not a skater. I don't know, man. I could jump, I could run, I got rhythm. I got ball skills. I can't skate, but I could skateboard. I'm really weird. I could skateboard. I used to have a skateboard when I was 9, 10, 11. And my friends down here, everybody's a pro surfer down the shore. They think it's so ridiculous that I would ever skate. They don't believe me. Like what? What don't you believe? I had a skateboard as a kid. I'm athletic. I throw an extra syllable in there, like my dad says. He's athletic. My father throws extra syllables in his words. Athletic. No, athletic. Athletic. That's what I said. Athletic. Oh yeah, no, I could skateboard. That's why maybe you guys could help me out here. No, not skates, ma. Skateboard. Right? I had a skateboard. Didn't I have a skateboard? You know I had a skateboard. But cousin Chrissy got me rollerblades one year, but I never got to really use them because I ain't skating. I ain't going down on cement either. No way. No way. No. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. So when I take my first ski trip in the slalom, I never went skiing. That's something I've never done. So I'm gonna do that one day. But I don't see myself doing well on long skis. I don't know, man. You got to point your feet in to stop. I'm not pigeon toed, bro. My feet go that way when I chill. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm gonna be better off on a snowboard right away. I don't care that it's harder. I like the hard road. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, get me on the snowboard. See how you stop? See that? Just turn it in. I know because I had a skateboard or just little back foot. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Huh? You didn't think I could do that? Oh, Big O! Happy New Year, Big O. Happy New Year to you and the fam. Can I golf? That's the next one. That's the next NOOCH Olympics. You guys, you know I'm coming. You enjoy it. Keep practicing. Keep practicing now, Big O. Keep practicing because my cousin Brandon, I had to dip into Florida in October. I was out there last time I was out there, and I said to my cousin who golfs, he's my mom's brother's son. I said, Brandon, I talked to my buddies Oscar, Cook, Sanford, even my young dudes down here, they're 25, 26, 27 years old. They golf. So, I said, I need to start golfing because I don't want to miss out on the competition. It's not even about, I don't even need the beer. I want to compete. And that's what people are doing. And I want to play. I want to see how good I could get. I want to try to like have fun competing and enjoy a good time out there. So I need to go. So I took golfing lessons, not golf lessons. My cousin took me with the driving and shit, and I had to learn, and it's going to take a long time. All I want to do is be able to get that puppy out there. I'm starting to. At the end, I only went once. By the end of the night, I was getting it. I was hitting them all to right field. A lot of slicer rights. So then I kept going. Then I would ask more questions, and I would do something wrong, and he would say, "Yeah, no, it's like this." So I was improving everything over time. And then at the end of the night, I hit a couple straight ones. And they were like 210. So I can't put it all together with like yet, but I just started. So now, Big O, I'm gonna come into the I'm gonna come into this year now when I'm back down in Florida a little bit coming up. I'm gonna do the driving again, and then I have to learn. I just know I'm gonna be a good putter. I know it. I'm gonna be a good putter. I'm not worried. I know it. But I gotta drive the ball right, and I gotta learn that in between game. And then the putting, Nooch Curry, baby. I'm accurate. I'm accurate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mahomes, Richie. Patty. AFC Championship Mahomes too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. AFC Championship. Hey, that's right, Ma. Yeah, you got this for me. I think it was a couple Christmases ago, right, Ma? You know how I know that? Because it's a little tight on the nooch. I'm getting a little thicker. I gotta go on a little diet. Oh, the 40s are unforgiving. I fucking excuse my language, Ma. I didn't mean to curse. Were you watching? I look at a sandwich and gain weight. Have a couple cheat days. Up, up. I didn't realize how lucky I was to be a youth with faster metabolism. I just thought, oh, I go to the gym, I run around, and like I just thought like I would always stay like that. And it's so much easier to gain the weight at 43 than it was even at 34. Something changed. Something changed. Oh, cardio. I used to laugh at those guys on the treadmill, be in the gym at 19. Look at this fucking guy running all day. Well, build some muscle, buddy. I didn't realize that he was just trying to knock off the 40 something, the middle age spread. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's rough. It's rough, Richie. Bo Jackson. Josh Allen. I thought you were saying Marcus Allen. You know what? I got a Marcus Allen jersey. I got a Marcus Allen jersey. Huh? And a black Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen, one of my favorite running backs. Hey, Richie, guess what? I got a great thing. You're gonna love this. Ready for this, Rich? I got over 119 questions right now, and I all from my own stuff, memories in life that I thought just jotted down. Have a thought jotted down. I got to for the rest of the year. I'm going to be live streaming every Sunday, same as we do now, and I got trivia for you guys. So once we all get in here, I just give my one example to everybody. You probably heard it already. I'll be like, okay, in 1985, the Bears were going for an undefeated season, trying to tie the 72 Dolphins. This quarterback on this team beat them on a Monday night to give them their only loss, 15-1. Who was the quarterback on what team? And then somebody would answer, who is Dan Marino, Miami Dolphins? Because that's the team that beat the 85 Bears when they were 15-1. So I got all questions lined up like that. Like what all pro defensive back did Plaxico Burress torch for 11 catches in the championship, the NFC championship game at Lambeau? And then you say, who is Al Harris? You know what I'm saying? I got beauties. I got $200 questions. I got 4, 6, 8, and thousands. Now the hard questions will be the higher numbers, and we're gonna play Jeopardy rounds. And my young buddy friends, I'm asking them questions from like 2003. They don't even know. Just because you were 6 doesn't mean you don't know it. Like you better learn your history. Let's go, boys. Yeah, right, Teach? Oh my God. I didn't even realize after baseball practice, when we were seniors and we were driving, after baseball practice in the spring, especially at the end of the year, a drive to Taco Bell was automatic. And I'm from Clifton. Hot Grill was across the street. Did you ever hear the Hot Grill in Clifton? It's like world famous. You get one dog all the way, hold the onions at that time. Now I like it. You know what I'm saying? One dog all the way, a little cheeseburger, Frenchie one. That was like a staple. After baseball practice, everybody went to the Hot Grill. After football game, oh man, double cheeseburger from McDonald's. Oh, I used to love that dollar menu too. Coming out of a club, 3, 4 in the morning, young Nooch in his 20s, get a couple dollar double cheeseburgers. Ooh, right? Oh man. Where's that? Esporta. That's what do they have in there, Rich? Did they have a lot of different stuff? Oh, keto works. Keto works, but it's hard to stay on. Wow. Nice, Rich. The keto works. Once you could get into the ketosis, it works. I woke up, excuse my language. I hate to curse, but I have to for this one. I started the keto. I woke up fucking starving. I didn't I sleepwalked to the fridge and hit myself with whatever snack I could find. I had such hunger. It was worse than the munchies times 100. So I failed on the keto like 4 nights in a row. And then I was like, all right, stop being a bee. Let's go, Nooch. And then I finally I stuck it out. But you know what? Eh, I'm just gonna keep running hard. I don't go full keto. I'm going like mostly protein. My last meal, dinner time, is higher protein, very low carbs. Like the only carbs I'm getting is from spinach. Like no bullshit for the last. I don't eat bullshit anyway. But the fruit is in the morning. Juice, orange juice. Try to do the morning. I try to go low on the carbs for that dinner time meal. So I guess you consider that kind of keto, but I'm not. I'm not so like I'm gonna be lying if I say sometimes I don't go to like a little protein shake at 9, 10 o'clock at night. When I say I'm gonna have that last meal at 6, I'll still put 2 scoops of protein, a little almond milk, and half a banana, and that's a cheat on the keto. So that's why I'm saying I'm not full keto, but I try. I try. I don't always go for that shake at the end of the night. Like I'm trying not to. It's tough. It's tough, Richie. Oh, the old LA Fitness. That's is that what all LA Fitnesses are being called now, or that just that gym changed? Sometimes I lose the eye of the tiger in those big gyms. No, I'm weird. I'm weird. I do jailhouse workouts. Me and my boy Dre, like we used to do those push-ups with the decks and all that. And so sometimes I bop into the small gyms. It depends how I'm running. Like right now, I'm going a small joint and just zoning out. And but it's got enough, but it's all different. I like to mix it up. Oh, hey, Kev! I didn't even see you. You snuck in there. What's up, buddy? Oh, how you doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Kev. You and your fam. Oh, what do we got here? Hot grill. Oh, how good is hot grill? Oh, Kev. Libby's. Libby's. No, no, no. Oh, by the falls. It is Falls View. You're right, ma. Yeah, that's funny. The Falls View is where the Burger King is now. Right by the Patterson Falls, where the Burger King is. When I was a little kid, that was a hangout. That's where like our dads hung out at the Falls View. Yeah, yeah. My mother was hanging out there too. I think Libby's was always across town, or not in that exact spot was the Falls View, I believe. I gotta ask my mom will see. Hmm, man. Hey, who's got a pick for me other than the Carolina Panthers in Minnesota? I like the Panthers, I think, and I like Minnesota. I'd like to add another team in that teaser, a 10.3 team teaser. Who's the smartest addition to Carolina +9.5 and Minnesota? Oh no, 10-point teaser. Carolina would be +13.5. Minnesota would be +13. Who's the third team I could stick on that? Who can I stick on that for the third team? Let's see the Buff. Oh no, I don't want to touch that game tomorrow. I got to do it today. It's got to be in today's games. We can find one. This is a lot of times I talk things out with you guys and come up with good ideas just from the process of this. I love doing the live streams, guys. That's why I'm going to continue after this week because it's kind of like a radio format, and this is what I like to do anyway. So we're gonna continue this, and I'm gonna have the trivia. Kevin, I'm having trivia every Sunday from now on. I'm gonna be doing trivia during this time, not straight trivia, but I'm gonna drop in the questions. I got my over 100 questions now, so I'm gonna be giving them throughout the whole time. So next week, while we're talking, it's gonna be football. It's gonna be the bets, and then it's gonna be trivia. But we're quarter after 12 here, so let's look at these lines. We're in the hour and a half right now. So now we're gonna go after the lines. Carolina +3.5 still. Okay, I like them. Let's go down these real quick. Ready, guys? Giants. I'm looking at that, Rich. Okay, here's the thing. We have to find the third team in this teaser. 3-team, 10-point teaser. What does that mean? You add 10 points to your liking in the 3 games. Okay. Carolina, 3.5. We're going to put them at 13.5. That's there. Minnesota, there's still 3. We're going to put them at 13. Now, we're going to look for our candidate for this third team. And maybe we can come up with ideas together. Cleveland Browns are plus 1.5. Deshaun Watson, I don't know what's going on there. Chubb is running less. Is anybody seeing the decline of Nick Chubb since Watson's been there? I don't know. I don't know. New Orleans, ugly. Please, dear God, don't make me have to watch the Saints anymore after next week. Like this season. I don't like that. I don't like anything about that game. Do you knock Philly down? They should beat them, but I don't know. Arizona, quarterback issues. Atlanta, weird new personnel quarterback. Jacksonville, Houston. Houston's hot, but Jacksonville's really hot too. But Jacksonville's minus 3.5 on the road. Now they're road favorites. They're getting the respect to be road favorites. I don't know. I got to find that third team. The Bears are plus 4.5. Can they hang with Detroit? Do I give them 14.5? This way, if they lose by 14, I still win. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Miami plus 3 against the Pats. I don't like Miami anymore after what I saw, but Teddy Two Gloves is there instead of Tua. Tua the twirler, who gets clipped on the back of their heels and does a pirouette and falls on their head. That's how you know that guy's finished. I've never seen a person in my life get clipped on the back of his heels, about to fall forward, and do a pirouette and make sure he slammed the back of his head. Retire. Tua. Retire Tua. That's enough of him. His hip is so bad. He's a little pigeon toed anyway, but his hip is so bad that he tried to twirl to not fuck up his hip, and the guy fell on the back of his head. That's ridiculous. That was the most awkward fall I've ever seen by a quarterback in my life. Oh, New England getting 7. Yeah, you know what? I don't see the Dolphins blowing out the Patriots. That's a good call. That's a good call, Kev. I don't see it. That's going to be a tight game. New England's home. Um, they're going to probably run Mostert and Wilson a lot. Yeah, I like that. Denver plus 12.5. Now, that game I'm staying away from. Kansas City just played Denver 3 weeks ago. They were 9.5-point favorite and did not cover. They won by 9. Now they got the same 2 teams. It's in Kansas City, and they're 12.5. They raised it 3. Same exact spread because you go 3 wherever the game is. So if they were 9.5 over there, they adjusted it to 3 points. That's why it's 12.5. They stuck with the same exact formula. That's pretty cool. I caught that. Now you got the Colts, Giants. That's a tough game. These are hard. I can't find a third team. Kevin, I might be on the New England. Plus, the 3 plus 7, the 10-point teaser. It would be New England plus 7 on a 3-teamer. Yeah. Oh, you said that. Oh man. You saw that, Rich? I was trying to do the math in my head. I'm like, geez, I'd like to get settled down. I do want to settle down. And then I figured, like, I never thought about it. Like, how many years since I'm a legal adult have I been in a relationship, and how many years have I been single? And after I counted everything, I've been in a relationship 14 years, and I've been single for 11 of those. So I got 3 more years of being single. Like, if I want to do it perfect, maybe, and ride right off into the sunset, I'm going for it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, you got a kick out of that, huh, Rich? I'm shot. New England getting 7. Fins pull out. Right. I like that so far. Abstract. What are we at? Start Josh Jacobs with backup QB. Well, yeah, because he's their only constant. He's their only beautiful thing this year. So far, yeah. Sometimes I speak and cut myself off because I get thoughts. I don't want to forget what I'm saying. Okay. San Francisco's defense or Jonathan Williams backup running back for what? Oh, you're saying the Raiders are going against San Fran. Yeah, that is tough, but I don't think you would go. I'm not going no backup running back for Washington. Go with Josh Jacobs. He's the better player. Listen, uh, people were telling me a few weeks ago that I had to bench one of my guys because they were going up against somebody's defense. And I always believe if you're this far, go with your horses. Go with your horses. That's why my name's Nucci's Horses in one of my leagues. Nucci's Horses. Because I'm not throwing anything other than a thoroughbred out there, especially if I'm in the championship. You know what I'm saying? Guys, like, subscribe. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Share it. We're going forever here. The Jets, the Jets haven't. Yeah, how could you think the Jets are going to blow somebody out, right? I agree with you. Seattle. Oh, Seattle is Seattle home? Seattle's home, right? I like that. Wait, that can't be. Oh no, the Giants are home. Okay. Oh, Seattle's home too? Yeah, Seattle's home. And they're plus. Oh, Kev, that's the one. That's the one, guys. Why the fuck are the Jets road favorite? I wasn't even gonna curse anymore today. Oh, I had to get one more in. Why are the Jets a road? Oh my God, there it is, guys. We got it. Grimes, we got it. That's the one. I think we got to go with Seattle plus the 11.5. First of all, I think I gotta take Seattle money line in my little stew. It's almost 12:30. I'm about to start cooking up my stew in a minute because Nucci's got to prepare too. Because I'm still alive in one of my leagues, the Clifton League. The Clifton League. Ooh, Oscar, AC is coming, baby. I can't wait. I can't wait for this one. I'm so looking forward to this one because I got things set up with my old man. I'm staying down there. No Nucci bopping in like the solo artist that I am, bopping out. I'm not going to be disappearing at 3, 4 o'clock. Not this time. Nucci's coming down. Bottle of Patron, right? 2 or 3 shots with a couple Coronas, and then I just rock all night. I got my thing. I don't really drink much, but I'll do like in the summertime or like AC like this, or like say if I'm in Florida. I'm like an event drinker. Like I'll drink what if I'm out there. Like I went on vacation. I had a glass of wine every night for almost a month, and I haven't had a sip of alcohol since my birthday, October 26th. I never crave it, but I like to get a little frisky sometimes. So Oscar, what I'm saying to you is, my friend, I'm coming down. Pops is coming down, and I can't wait. I want to get there early. When we all get there together, we should go sit down, have some dinner, do it right, and we'll have a great night. Hit the sports book, hit the games, shoot a little dice. Eh? Yeah, we'll have a good time. We're gonna have a good time down there. I can't believe the Jets are road favorite. I'm shocked about that. I am shocked about that. Jim Harbaugh, Sean Payton, and Dan Quinn among targets in the Broncos. Why wouldn't Sean Payton? You know what? If I'm Sean Payton, there's only one place I'm looking at. Chargers. Chargers. Sean Payton's not going to fix Russ. I don't believe it. Like Nathaniel Hackett wasn't he the coordinator when Peyton Manning threw 100 touchdown passes and like Aaron Rodgers just was a 2-time MVP? Wasn't Nathaniel Hackett his guy? Like nobody's fixing Russ. I told you this in August. Nobody's fixing Russ. He's gone. He's not cooking. He's serving ice cream. Serve a cone, Russ. Serve a cone. 2 scoops. Let's go. And move aside. I'm looking at Sierra. Oh, man. Russ cooking. He's not cooking. Teddy, too, loves it. Mac. That's an ice bowl. Mac's not cooking because you got Matt Patricia calling the plays with the pencil in his ear. Matt Patricia. He's an offensive coordinator now. They're hurting without Josh McDaniels. And Teddy Two Gloves, the Dolphins are so predictable. Quick super release. Tua was getting rid of the ball so fast, he was throwing it right to the other team. Like, listen, Tua, you're going to get hit too, buddy. And if you keep twirling when people clip you in your heels, you're going to keep getting concussions. So stop twirling. He's done. You can't be doing that shit. Fucking Jets. Richie, I'll give you one more story. You want one more Nooch true life story? You want to hear travel? This is a funny one. I'm I like that. Nathaniel couldn't hack it. Richie, random, Nucci random. I'm in Europe, one deep. I'm in Prague, solo artist style. So I'm walking around at night, and I was there in the daytime, but I go back out at night, you know. So I'm walking around, and all of a sudden, like a bunch of girls are like, "Hey, woo!" They're whistling at me. I'm like, "Whoa, hey, is that me?" I'm like, "Man," I looked in the window that I was closer to. I was like, "Man, I must look good today." I was 25 years old, and I was feeling myself. So, and they're whistling at me. So I'm like, "Man, take it easy. I'll be there." So I crossed the street, and I was in the red light district. I didn't know it. I thought they were just feeling the nooch, but they were like catcalling me because they were ladies of the night. And I said, "Oh, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Leave me alone." Trying to walk down the street. Yeah, so that's a quick one. That's a quick one. Yeah, that's a true story. Very different out in Europe. I didn't know. I wasn't ready for that. And like it was crazy. Like I was walking down the street the same night and they had girls twirling in the window. Instead of a mannequin, they would have strippers twirling in the window on the street. I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa. I didn't even go in. I didn't have to. I didn't. Oh, it was crazy. It was like, whoa, cultures. Every culture is different, you know? So I'll tell you what, here's what I need, guys. I need Patrick Mahomes to tweak a hammy. Yeah, that's why I'm wearing the jersey today. I'm going to mush him. I got $100 on Justin Jefferson. It pays $15,000. If he becomes the MVP, it pays $15,000. The line is down to 9,000 right now. It dropped $6,000 since I made the announcement. I blew that shit up. I did. I blew that shit up 8, 9 days before Sports Center ran this thing. Because Sports Center, they speculate on everything. Do you think Dak's gonna do it this year? They couldn't speculate when I did. Like, geez, guys, Justin Jefferson, he's on pace for 2,000 yards and he's winning games by himself. Remember the three-finger catch against Buffalo? Oof. Oh, let's win the game. Giants, let's win the game. Like this guy's winning games. Like Aaron Judge was winning games. That's when this dumbbells were like, "Oh, Otani should be." Well, I was watching the Yanks every night. He was literally winning games. They were winning like 4-3. Judge 4 RBIs, game-winning homer, and every hit. Like it was crazy. Like that's what's going on here. Whew, man, valuable guys. So much going on. Jeff, that's the thing. That's the thing. Teach. I saw this. I was like, man, if Jefferson goes over that 2 Gs, wins a couple more games, like puts the team on his back, Vikings finish high 1 or 2, which is all happening. He just won another game, went off again, and they won again. What if he's got a huge stage today? Lambeau? If he does it in Lambeau today, he's got a shot. If Mahomes can play subpar, please, can't Mahomes just have one bad game? Who's Kansas City playing today? I don't even care really, but this is the MVP watch. Where the hell's the Chiefs? Why do I have a mental block? Oh, Denver. Oh, okay. This is a good setup game. Denver stinks. If Mahomes could ever have a terrible game, a blah game, like no touchdowns, 2 picks. Oh, if we could get one bad game from Mahomes. Come on, Nucci. Come on, Mush. Come on, Mush. Come on, play bad today. Just one bad day. One bad day. Ooh, one bad day from this guy, and one more Jefferson triumph. That line will go from 9,000 to 1,100, and then we got a real shot. If we can serve, if we can hold serve with Mahomes today, we got a shot. You can't lose ground going into the last week and probably win the MVP. I'm looking at the odds. We got to hope Burrow and Allen, we know, but I don't think either one of them is MVP. I just see Mahomes and Jefferson. And the more they push that a receiver could be MVP too, the better it is for the argument. He already went on his little campaign. He was on Sports Center Monday or Tuesday this week. So we know it's being talked about. The seed has been planted. It was planted by me. I sent that shit to everybody. I even sent it to the NFL Network. Yes, I sent it to everybody. So they definitely saw it. And then 8 days later, they dropped it. They don't have to admit it. They don't have to admit it because I ain't looking for no credit. I do my shit for me. Let's go. Rock on. Level up, boys. Level up. If you're not willing to put 5 years into something that you love, don't even do it. Don't even do it. I'm in season 2, just warming up. Did I get to 1,000 yet? Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. And then I'm going to level up, get some more programs, get some graphics in the stories, and really have some fun. But one thing you can't touch from day one is his mouthpiece. You can't touch his mouthpiece. I know the skills that I got. So let's go. We're having fun here all the time. There's no substitute for the art of dialogue. There's no substitute. And then once we get these programs to match the ideas, woo, man, are we gonna have some fun? Man, are we gonna have some fun? Like that UFC piece, that piece went over well the other day. The sports gambling piece on the UFC, that was fun, man. And that thing went off. Nobody was even looking at it for a day. And then all of a sudden, a couple hundred people watch it. Like that thing. The way they're fixing the fights, that's been going on since Jake LaMotta. The mob wouldn't give him a middleweight. They wouldn't give him a title shot unless he threw a fight. He did. They caught him. He got suspended. Then he came back. He got his title shot. There's been corruption in combat sports forever. There's a lot of corruption in the UFC right now. This guy, he had his own fighter that he knew was injured. He bet on the other guy to knock his guy on the first round because he knew once he did one thing with that leg, it was going to pop out. It did. He got finished in 67 seconds. That's just one example. This guy got hit with a major investigation because he started a Discord calling himself the One Percenters, how he's such a genius betting. He had such an ego that he couldn't stay quiet, and he got himself caught, and there's a big investigation. And my piece on the UFC, it's under the live streams, is how much do they really want to find out? Because as long as there's proposition betting in sports, it's easy to cheat. If you had one guy on each NBA team and had him in the loop, you're literally all you have to do is follow the guys over under points and say on this night once in a month you're not gonna go over your points. You're not gonna throw the game. You're not gonna do anything. Just don't shoot. Don't go over that 17. Don't go over that 19. It's that simple. The guy scores 11. You make a couple $1 million. You do that 32 times in a month. Now you're talking. You just made 50 million. So how much do you want to find out? You need to take. When I was a younger guy, the only time they ever had prop bets was on the Super Bowl. You couldn't do that shit day to day. It's so easy to cheat. And combat sports, we just talked about that, but it's really easy with these prop bets and basketball and stuff. And there's a lot of guys that need money. Not everybody's got big contracts and this, that. There's guys that have 10, 15 family members who are taken care of. What's the easy way out? I'm not going to go over my points tonight. Tell the whole family to bet me, under. They got to take away prop bets in sports. 209 yards for the record. Is that what it is? Wow. That's very doable. And then how many does he need for 2,000? What's he got? 17 something? So he probably needs 2 and change for 2,000 as well. 1947 is 1980 something is the record. Oh, so he only needs about 220 something for 2 G's. Wow. Yeah, Richie, I'm doing trivia. I'm doing NFL Jeopardy trivia and same sports talk format right to the Super Bowl. Just because the fantasy's over, I don't think there's any reason to not do this because it's going too well to be honest. It's a lot of fun. We put our minds together. We talk football. We talk about all the games. There's always a subplot. I mean, that's why we love sports. There's always good subplots. What's going on? And I got the trivia. So I'm going to be hitting you guys with questions and making you think, and you're going to we're going to keep having things to do in here other than just the straight dialogue. So the trivia rounds are going to be really fun, and we're going to stump these young guys. Yeah, right. Oh man, I got Luka Doncic on my fantasy basketball team. This guy is averaging. It's the ESPN league. He's averaging like 65 a game. Like a good player averages like 28, like fantasy points. Like most solid players average about 28. This guy's averaging 65. It's crazy. It is crazy. But you know what, guys? We're just under 2 hours, and my brain is vibrating a little because I don't even take breaks. The radio guys, at least they get breaks. It's called commercials. I don't need that shit. But hey, guys, all kidding aside, I want to wish everybody the best for the new year going forward. I want to wish everybody good health. Yeah, I got 100 and something questions already written down, Rich. I got this. It's gonna be even better. The live stream is gonna be even better going forward. Next week, right to the Super Bowl. I might, and I'm gonna do it for all different stuff. We're gonna figure out what we like, drop comments, things, and I'm always gonna tailor these talk shows. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, like, subscribe, share. I'm gonna get ready for my picks and my bets, but we're gonna be doing the trivia next week. We're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff, and I just want to wish everybody the best health and happiness for the new year. Take care of yourselves, and try to always keep a positive mind frame and allow yourself to always have your hobbies and your outlets no matter what's going on in life. Always try to keep things balanced and find a way to enjoy yourself, and hopefully we could do a little bit of that when we're together. So neighborhood picks, nooch, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.